think this video needs much of an introduction. I'm pretty sure you get the gist of what's to come after watching that short intro. I'm not long back from a trip to the northwest Highlands of Scotland, where I summit camped on 2 separate hills, 2 separate nights, and got very contrasting conditions both nights. The first night I camped at the top of Stac Pollaidh, and conditions were absolutely horrendous. I actually was contemplating coming home the next morning, it was so bad. But I'm so glad I didn't, and persevered and walked the 6.5 miles to the bottom of Suilven, then climbed the hill and summit camped on the top of Suilven. Conditions were out of this world, to say the least. I woke up to a lovely cloud inversion, and I know it's a bold statement, but to date this has been my favourite trip so far. As far as adventure photography goes, it ticks all the boxes. Weather was perfect, well the second night it was anyway. Ticked off plenty miles and metres hiking. It was a superb challenge. Photography, videography side of things was just awesome. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Well, I've just pulled over. It is now 7 o'clock and I've just pulled over into a lay-by. I've got my first sighting of Stac Pollaidh, where I'm going to be camping tonight. Bit of cloud shrouding the top of it at the moment, but it does look very atmospheric. I've got about 3 hours 20 minutes before sunset. Should be enough time. I'm only about 15 minutes from the car park, and I'll get set up and hike up and camp at the top of this little beauty. I don't know how quick a pace I'll have getting up here. I'm absolutely burst after that chippy that I had at Ullapool. Couldn't resist pulling over. Anyway, better get back on the road and get up this hill. Well, that's the summit there, and the one spot that I thought I would be able to pitch my tent at was here. Flooded. Obviously can't pitch it there. So I'm thinking I'm going to get my bivvy bag out and just sleep here tonight. Well, that's my bed set up, and there's a bit of moisture in the air, so I'm going to actually get the cameras packed away. Everything's soaking here, and I'm going to get an early night. The sun's just set. As you can see, it's very, very cloudy, so fingers crossed we get something better in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to get to bed. Night night. Well, good morning folks. It is 10 to 4 in the morning and I'm just heading back down from the summit. I'm heading back down in the car. Bit of a rough night in the old bivvy bag. It rained all night. Wasn't that windy, which was quite good, but get absolutely soaked. Sleeping bag soaked. I brought 2 with me, so it should be okay for tonight. But there's no point in waiting about. It was still raining up there. So I've decided just to get up, get things packed down, and get back down. I'm going to head down to Ullapool. It's only half an hour south. Get a quick shower, get a bite to eat, and then head an hour north. and start the long walk into Suilven. Excellent. Hopefully this weather clears. The forecast is to be clear tonight. It's to be light cloud, clear skies, top of Suilven, so hopefully it's not changed. I'm going to enjoy this walk down and look forward to getting a heat back at the car. Well, that's me just getting down out the clouds now, starting to get some views. That's the base level of the cloud, just right in line with where I am. Well, after a very long and miserable night with about an hour's sleep, I was seriously considering packing up and heading home. But I decided the best option would be to head south, half an hour south to Ullapool, get a shower and take things from there, get a bite to eat and a coffee and go from there. But I lasted 15 minutes from the car park of Stac Pollaidh, 15 minutes out, and I had to pull over and sleep in the back of the car, and 45 minutes went past in a blink of an eye. I was so tired. So I got a quick wash at Ullapool and decided to head back north. It's now 10 to 8 and I've just stopped off at this beach for breakfast. I'm just driving past. I've been down to Ullapool with a quick shower in there and headed back north. What better place to stop and get something to eat, get your breakfast than this? There's not another person here apart from the midges. But wow, what a place. Absolutely stunning. Cheers! Yeah, so after a very scenic drive, I arrived at the parking area at Suilven next to Glencanisp Lodge and got myself mentally prepared for the long walk into the bottom of Suilven. Well, that's me, started the hike. I must admit I'm not looking forward to this long walk to the bottom of the hill. I can remember the last time it was absolute torture, especially carrying all this. I've got the tent there, a big sleeping bag as well, so I should hopefully have a comfier sleep tonight. That's the main thing. I'll have more energy tomorrow if I get a decent sleep. But I think this will be a bit of a struggle today, so I do apologise if I'm not vlogging as much on the route up. It'll be because I'm absolutely knackered. But yeah, I'm going to get this camera away, get my head down and tick off a couple of miles, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. There it is, doesn't seem to be getting any closer. That's where I'll be camping, up the top of that bit up there tonight. Well, that little cairn marks the junction if you want to go to the bothy. You go left here, and that takes you around to the bothy, but I'm going to stick to the right hand side path. I've been in the bothy the last time, stayed overnight, so I'm going to give it a miss this time. I do not want to walk any extra uphills if it's unnecessary. So I'm going to head along. There's a path winding up over there and it goes round to the right. Eventually cuts in and goes right up there. Nearly at the summit. Not long to go. This place is absolutely breathtaking. Amazing. I'm actually out of breath because I'm it's not because of the scenery to catch my breath. But it is stunning. It's otherworldly. Well, that's my tent up. What a view. I'm right over to Culmore, Culbeg, and the wee hill I was camping on last night. Right there. The visibility is absolutely excellent. You can see right over the Highlands, Skye and Chelach. Absolutely stunning. Well, it's now 7 o'clock. Tiniest of breeze up here. I've still got shorts and t-shirt on. It's absolutely roasting. Weather is perfect, and there's some high altitude clouds which hopefully are going to catch at sunset if they remain where they are. Fingers crossed for that. But yeah, got to the summit about 5:30, so left at 11:30 till 5:30, 6 hours with the big pack on after a hike last night, or summit camp last night. Legs were a bit tired today, but it's good going. I'm dreading this walk back out tomorrow, to be honest, but I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm just going to enjoy this moment. It's absolutely brilliant up here. You can see for miles. You can see right across to the Highlands and Skye. You can see the Torridon Hills. You can see Anchelach Ridge. Oh, it's just, what an amazing place. Visibility is great for this time of year. Yes, I'm going to get a portadillo and a coffee, and then wait about for a few hours, go and wander about the summit, fly the drone about, see how that goes. Almost immediately after sunset, I went straight to bed. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I crashed out straight away, and I slept for 4 hours straight without even moving once, I don't think. I woke up when my alarm went off at 3 AM, and I was in two minds whether to just set it for another hour and a half. I was so comfy in my sleeping bag. But I peeked my head out the tent just to have a look and see if there's any colour in the sky, and I'm so glad that I did. I would have been absolutely furious if I never, because I realised then I was above the clouds. And I got up with a rush of excitement, grabbed all my camera equipment and ventured out to the ridge to take some pictures. Here is some of that footage. Look at that. There's people sleeping just over the back of a tent. Couldn't have asked for any better. Absolutely amazing. That's me back at the tent, running about like mad, flying a drone, taking pictures, video. My video memory card full, 64 gig, can't even speak, 64 gig worth of 4K footage to edit when I go back. Oh, absolutely insane, insane. Does not get any better, honestly. Luckily that couple that was in the tent, the wee white tent across there, they got up as well, and I'm glad they did to witness that. It was absolutely awesome. I was sneaking past their tent, trying not to wake them at 3:30. Oh, what a rush. See, when I looked at the tent and saw that this morning, oh, this is what it's all about, totally. Quick coffee now, tent down. It's about 5:30, so I've been up taking pictures for about 2 hours, and then I need to get on the road. I'm dreading this walk out. Cannot wait to get back and edit now. Catch you in a bit. Just before I head off, there's one last thing I'd just like to say. It's been playing on my mind. I'd just like to thank my wife Laura, who's back at home, heavily pregnant. She's got about 9 weeks to go. 8 weeks, sorry, it'll be now, until my daughter arrives, my second child. So this was a very special trip for me. It's the last trip I'm allowed out on. I'm back on fatherly duties for the foreseeable. So yeah, I'd just like to thank my wife Laura for all her support and for allowing me to come out here and act like a big Wayne, basically. What a trip to remember and cherish these memories for life. Very, very special. Cheers. Well, that brings this short video to an end. I think all that's left to do now is find a wall big enough in my house to hang this large print that I've got here. But once again, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, subscribe, critique, all that nonsense, and I'll catch you on my next trip. Thank you, cheers.